Hello, welcome to OMAT. I'm glad you're here. We're going to get into the 8 essential exercises that help me with my mind and body. We're going to, of course, do them 1 minute at a time. But first, I've been thinking about this. I think I'm a kind, thoughtful, considerate person, but every once in a while, I get a little agitated and I unleash some cruelty and I say something that I don't want to say, and it's in the moment and it's heated and I don't even know where it comes from and I don't get it. Am I a kind person, or does this monster take over every once in a while? So, Daniel Goldman, in his book, Emotional Intelligence, says, under stress, we are less able to learn, remember, or make decisions. He goes on to say that our brain gets hijacked. In other words, we lose our mind. So what, am I not allowed to have feelings? I'm just going to lose my mind every time? Of course not. But now I know when I have feelings, especially if they're amped, if I'm not just upset, if I'm very upset, if I'm not just annoyed, I'm very angry, to take a pause and not to respond from that place because my mind is being hijacked. I have a limited point of view and I'm probably going to be wrong with everything I do at that moment. So, is it fun to pause? No, not really. I feel justified. I want to spit hot fire, but whenever I don't, life is a lot flowier in the future. So let's take these exercises. First, the one to get present, to be here. What does that mean to you? I really do practice being here. I'm on a bike. I go, what am I doing right now? Because I could be somewhere else in my head and still be riding a bike, and we all can. So let's be present. Let's be thinking and acting with the same thing. And as we get present, we can get into our first exercise of gratitude. We are looking to say thank you for something that's in our lives, to have some sort of appreciation, or at least to practice the thought process of looking for something to be thankful for. Let's practice looking for one or more things to be grateful for right now. Let's wrap for now. Find the water. And if you find it hard to find gratitude, I get it. I'm not going to get on you about it, but we are trying, and remember, it is a practice. It's not a practice of getting 100 things on your page of things to be grateful for. It is a practice of looking for gratitude. Let's keep going into our meditation. This is a major practice of pause. Now, with impulse control and just a general, I want to put some space between the stuff that's in my mind and that comes out of my face. Here's a pause that can be practiced intentionally. Let's follow our breath, sitting in any comfortable position, eyes opened or closed. Breathe. As we come back, let's find our water. And maybe we found some agitation while we were trying to meditate. Maybe it was uncomfortable the entire time. That's very, very possible because our body is feeling our feelings. Even though our mind knows nothing's happening, no one's pinching us, poking us. So why is our body agitated? We're going through some feelings. It's all right. We can leave that exercise and go into our writing. If you are agitated, maybe you could write about it. Or maybe you don't know how to find the words for your agitation. It's fine. Let's find any words. We don't have to have a reason or a result. Let's look for any kind of word and write it down right now. Let's wrap for now. Find the water. And you can find the water even if you didn't find the words. Also, if you wrote, I don't know how to do this, that's fantastic. Whatever you wrote, didn't write, let's move into the next exercise. And that is part of this process is we have to move through so many thoughts and actions throughout the day. Let's practice doing that by leaving those 3 exercises and going into this 4th stretch. We're going to walk ourselves through. I'm going to walk you through a sun salutation. Inhale the arms up. Reach up, look up. And fold forward when you're ready. Long exhale. And maybe let go of that neck muscle by shaking your head no or yes. And when you're ready, halfway lift, flat back and look up, head up. Let's get into our high plank. Plant your palms down right where they are on the ground. Step your feet back into a high plank. Once you're there, with your elbows near, lower all the way to the ground. When your whole front of your body is on the ground, push against the floor and your chest comes up, head comes up, look up. And upside down V with your body, down dog, hips up. Walk forward towards your hands. Now you're hanging over your feet again and start rolling up when you're ready. Meeting your palms above the head, exhaling them down to the center of the chest. Perhaps pausing here or you're paused somewhere else. Maybe you skipped a couple of poses. It's fine. We're listening to our body, not to me. Let's have some water. And keep going. Once again, we're going to give our body a little bit of a challenge, but we have to remember we're giving our mind the same challenge. Our mind is what's going to convince us to get into that ready pose, into the ready mindset, and it's going to tell us to get the body up into that position. So let's sharpen the mind by getting ready for the plank, getting set. We're going in 3, 2, 1. We're planking right now. Your mind can tell your body to do that. And if you are in the habit of listening to yourself, you're up in a plank right now for 10 seconds. And if you're not in the habit of responding to yourself, it's not too late. You said you would do this. Come on up to the plank. We're in for 20 seconds. And every moment in this position utilizes all of your muscles. It's quite a challenge. So let's take on that challenge even for just a couple of moments. 30 seconds left. We have less than half of the time. That doesn't mean that it doesn't count. I completely get it. If you got off, come back up for 20 more seconds left in this exercise, making sure that you're breathing, finding the strength within you, whatever that looks like today, for 10 more seconds. Now that we're at the countdown, let's see what you could do for 5 more. And 3, 2, 1, you're done. Come down off your plank. Maybe stretch your way back. Maybe when you come down off your plank, just like in a sun salutation, you could push your palms, chest comes up, head comes up. Maybe that feels good. I like to do that and then get into the down dog and do the end of a sun salutation to get back up. But you do what you like. Give yourself some credit for saying you're going to do it, getting yourself up into that pose. Let's take that energy and some water into our next exercise. We're going to break procrastination. Now, part of procrastination is you don't know what to do in the next moment, not in the next 5 years, 10 years. You know what your goal is, maybe, if you're lucky. How do you do the tiniest version of whatever and wherever you want to be? Meaning, if I want to live in a clean house, what is the tiny version of that? Can I pick something up and throw it out? I want to have an organized desktop. What is the tiniest version of that? I can throw something out on my desktop into the trash. Let's see what we can do, making the smallest movement right now. Let's wrap for now. Finding water to help us transition. And if you tried to break procrastination by throwing something out and then you said, well, that doesn't count. I threw one thing out. It doesn't change my whole life. Here's why it counts. If you repeat that action, you live in a cleaner environment. You are in a cleaner home, cleaner office, wherever you are. If you repeat that, it gets even cleaner. And you're now in practice of living a healthier, more organized life. That little movement repeated. Let's practice. Let's practice connecting with someone. What is the smallest amount I can do to keep that tie connected? Maybe saying hello to someone. Maybe I just saw someone yesterday. Today I say it was nice to see you yesterday. That joke that you said was really funny. Let's see how we can connect by putting energy into looking for that connection right now. Let's wrap for now. Find the water. We get to drink water no matter how that exercise went. And sometimes it gets a little vulnerable, so we might want to shake that off in the last exercise. When we want to change our minds, if we don't feel comfortable, changing our body changes what our mind starts thinking about. Let's practice. Do any exercise in 3, 2, 1. Move your body. Move your body because it is important, and we get to move our body if we exercise it. We get to keep using it. That's 10 seconds. Check your energy level. Is that the energy you have? Can you give it more? Do you need to give it less to last the entire minute? That's fine. That's 20 seconds. During this exercise, we're learning about ourselves. Sometimes it means if I start strong, I might finish weak. Or for 30 seconds, if I keep telling myself, hey, there's only a little bit of time, maybe I can generate a little bit more energy. Let's practice. For 20 seconds, make sure that you're breathing. Do you need the pain in your face? If you don't, practice softening the jaw. For 10 seconds, let's finish this exercise as strong as our body and mind will allow for now, for today, for 3, 2, 1, and you're done. Great job. Thank you for taking OMAT today.